Welcome to the Best in Fintech podcast. I'm Daniel Dimitri, your host and the founder of Trellis Connect and Savvy Insurance. Joining me today, I'm really excited to introduce you all to Yahya Mokhtarzada, formerly a serial entrepreneur, formerly with Nanigans, and now the founder and chief revenue officer of Truebill, one of the fastest growing fintech apps in both app stores. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, thanks for hosting, Daniel.
Yeah. So I'd like to start off with talking about finance, fintech. Tell me about what got into your head to start Truebill and what's changed in fintech since that happened.
Yeah, starting Truebill, I started Truebill with my two brothers, and we were sort of sitting around in my brother's basement trying to brainstorm the next big idea. And that just didn't work after 2 weeks of creating nothing.
I think a lot of people have been there.
Yeah, I sort of realized you're not going to just be able to think up and create the idea. Basically, the key is you just got to start building. And from that momentum, creativity will come and you'll figure out what you want to do. So with Truebill, today for people who aren't familiar with it, it's a really robust, very holistic tool to manage your money. Obviously, I drink the Kool-Aid and I think it's the best tool for managing your money. But that includes account monitoring, subscription tracking, cancellation, bill negotiation, automated savings, budgeting, and all sorts of things. But when we started, it was, we really initially just set out to solve a really narrow pain point. And I didn't think it was going to be a company. I just thought it would be a pain point that we could solve in the spirit of, building something. So the idea was that more and more spending was moving to subscriptions, and it was just getting harder and harder to keep track of them. So we said, let's just build something that connects your bank accounts and credit cards and scans your transactions and shows you your subscriptions.
Have you talked to, we haven't talked about this before, but have you talked to users about how they think about their finance, or have you gotten into the heads now? You've been doing this now for a few years. What have you learned about the way that people think about their money, and how have you responded to that? And how is it good or bad? Or maybe it's just indifferent. Maybe it's just the way that it is. But I don't know if people think about their finances the way that financial experts want people to think about it.
Certainly not. But what makes building a financial product really, really difficult is there's no one type of user. You don't even have self-selection of one type of user. So for instance, if I make a fitness app, right? You probably have people who are fitness enthusiasts, and then you have people who want to get fit, right? And you can design for those two, right? With finance, there's just this enormous, endless spectrum of different financial personality types that you're building towards, right? So you have people who are super on top of their finances, and they're financial management enthusiasts, right? And so they like the app for the really granular features, right? And then you have a huge segment of the population that never even looks at their credit card statements, right? And is more detached from their finances. But then even within that segment, you have upper income people and lower income people, right? And their financial needs look nothing alike. If you're high income, you're focused on growing your net worth.
Right.
And if
you're taxes and diversification and
exactly.
Assets. Yes.
Exactly. And on the lower end, you're trying to avoid bank fees and overdraft fees and keep food on the table.
Yeah.